I got to ask you about the Trevon Diggs tweets. There were two of them that made waves and are still up. The first one came immediately after the game on Monday night. Trevon Diggs, Cowboys cornerback who has a torn ACL, is out for the year. His brother Stefon, number 14 with the Bills. Man, 14, got to get up out of there. I wondered the next morning whether or not it would be deleted, because if I'm Stefon, maybe I text or call Trevon and say, I got enough to worry about. I don't need this out there. I don't need people speculating, but it's still up there. And then this one, let's not forget he, i.e. Josh Allen, didn't start going off till Bro got there. What'd you think of those?
Well, I don't agree with it at all. That's the first thing. Josh Allen, yeah, okay, did he start going off when Stefon Diggs went there? Yeah, it was year 3, right? Brian Daboll was there. Everything changed. So, okay, there's something to that. But if you're asking me, like, who's making who in that relationship, I would certainly say that Josh Allen is making Stefon Diggs more than the other way around. That's not even close. Stefon Diggs is really good. Nobody considers Stefon Diggs like a top 5 receiver in football. Nobody, right? So that's where I don't agree with Trevon Diggs in that situation. You top 10-ish conversation, sure. I think there's other people that would have him outside the top 10. He's really damn good football player. We get that. And yes, Josh Allen's stats went off when Stefon Diggs got there. Stefon Diggs' stats also went off when he got there. Okay? Now, before Stefon Diggs got there, they did go to the playoffs in Josh Allen's second year. And he threw 20 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. And he was still raw and doing crazy things. But that's where, I don't love that narrative there. And again, Stefon Diggs has certainly been a great big help to Josh Allen. To me, the point is there's not enough. There's never a run game. It's Josh Allen is the run game. There's never been a really legit number 2 receiver, as you've heard me say. Gabe Davis is a really good number 3. I think the whole world is finally seeing that. It only took them 2.5 years after a divisional playoff game where he was just wide open the whole second half, and people thought, oh my gosh, he's a star. And I want to just know it's horrible defense and he's wide open. I don't know what else to tell you, right? But you're seeing that. So, yeah, I don't agree with that. And I don't love, here's the other thing. There's, so much BS, stats and numbers being thrown out there. Since 2018, Josh Allen with turnovers. And since it's his rookie year, 2018. Why are we counting that against him? Who the hell cares? I wouldn't even want to count the second year against him when you talk about stats. Josh Allen, when he got Brian Daboll and got comfortable in the NFL, and we knew he came into the league really raw. Okay, year 2 was raw. And you see here, it's 20 touchdown passes, 9 interceptions, right? 2020, it jumps to a whole nother level, right? And he becomes clearly one of the best quarterbacks in football. And that continues all the way into last year, where, again, it was damn good as well. And of course, all the pressure that's on him in the run game and big moments and all of that. The offense is all about him. There is nothing else. So I don't totally agree with Trevon Diggs' take there.
Stefon Diggs turns 30 2 weeks from today. I don't know how many years he has left in his prime, but we saw what happened when he decided he didn't want to be in Minnesota anymore. Tweeted his way out. Same day Kirk Cousins got his first extension. Probably not a coincidence. And I think that we need to be watching for what happens with Stefon Diggs and the Bills after this season. Barring a regime change in Buffalo, he's going to want out. He may want out anyway. He may have already decided, I don't care what they do. I don't care what happens. I'm ready to move on. I want to go to a place where the deck is better stacked in my favor, where I'm getting a Patrick Mahomes or a Lamar Jackson or, one of the other guys who is operating in an offense that is getting the most out of the quarterback and the players around him. We'll just see. But the fact that those tweets are out there and are still out there, and I know Trevon's his own man, and maybe the Trevon Diggs relationship isn't one where Stefon would tell him, come on, I don't need this. But this isn't like we had the brush fire in June that still makes no sense, where he left the team facility on the day of a mandatory minicamp. Sean McDermott says, I'm very concerned he's not here. And then they spend weeks trying to make it sound like there was nothing to see here. It was no big deal. It was some weird misunderstanding. I don't know. There's something there. And when they resolved it, my take was they'll put a pin in it pending what happens this season. And what's happened so far this season isn't the kind of thing that's conducive to Stefon Diggs wanting to stay in Buffalo for 2024. I think as of right now, if you asked him, he'd say, I agree with Trevon. It's time for me to get up out of here. It's time for us to get up out of here, but not for the day, just for a couple minutes, although we have burned
I feel like there's more things we need to unpack
time.
about this whole thing. That's what's crazy, but I know we got to move on and talk about other stuff.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.